What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Beyond the Black. Yes, indeed, Beyond the Black Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi-bob, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Frank Canini, and Frank wanted to see me react to this song by Beyond the Black called Shine and Shade. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh, wait a second, hold everything, I've heard this song before, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by TST1, okay? And the video has 6,000 views. Not gonna get you there, sorry. No, look, I'm sure the song is fine, I'm sure the video is fine. I'm just saying 6,000 views, it's not gonna get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Beyond the Black, live, Wacken 2019, full show HD. Yeah, I was given this as a full show. Frank said he wanted me to start at 47:21, which is right where we're at here. And he would like me to stop at 53:39. So yeah, there it is, 53:39. That's our endpoint. That's what we're gonna be shooting for. I've already messed up once this filming session on that, so hopefully I won't mess up again. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Thank you for not clapping on the microphone itself. I appreciate that. Okay. The guitar player on stage left is doing the back vocals. Modulation for the, I think this is the chorus. A lot of practice. Okay. First impression. I like the energy. I like the energy both. I like the energy from the song, and I like the stage energy. Everybody's moving. When we want to come together, we're all pogoing. I hate pogoing, but it's still energy. It's still movement. It's still emotion. I think it's cheap energy, but it's still energy. You know, it's like when you're talking to the crowd and you say the name of the place where you're playing, like you name the town or the city that you're playing in, you know, and the crowd pops. You know, that's what we call a cheap pop. You know, it's, you know, we're playing in like, for example, we're playing in Dallas, Texas. Hey, it's so good to be here in Dallas, Texas, and the crowd pops. It's a cheap pop. It's a guaranteed pop. It's a guaranteed pop, and it's a cheap pop. Same thing with pogoing. It's cheap energy. I mean, it's one of the easiest things to do to create stage energy, but it does create it. So I'll give them the check for it. She's moving around quite a bit. I like that. I haven't seen her interact with anybody yet. It seems like everybody has like this little 5x5 box that they're in, and they're allowed to move around that little 5x5 box, but they're not allowed to leave it, you know? I mean, I'm seeing movement from everybody. I'm seeing motion from everybody, but I haven't seen any interaction with each other. Nobody's left that 5x5 box. So hopefully that changes. I would love to see that change. Crowd interaction, we've had it a few times. I'm happy about that. Showmanship looks good. Stage presence is obviously there. As far as the song goes, I like the energy of the song. I like the drive. I like the direction. I like that modulation we had in what I believe that was the chorus we heard. I like that modulation up to the third. That was nice. And then after the chorus was done, it came right back down to the B again. That was nice. The overall, it sounds good. It feels good. It sounds tight in the guitars, bass, and drums. The subdivision work is really tight. I got no issue with anything I'm hearing. There's backing tracks being used quite a bit, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of vocal backing track. I do believe she's singing live. I do believe what we're hearing is her vocals live, singing along with the track, which is not easy to do, because if something sounds out of place, I guarantee you it's going to be her, you know, singing sharp or flat. You don't have backing track that's sharp or flat. You don't have that. So whenever you have a vocalist who is singing with backing track, their workload is like doubled, because they have to be absolutely precise with their pitch. Because it's like I said, if something's off, I guarantee you it's not the track. So everything sounds good though so far. I haven't heard anybody sharp or flat, so she's singing in pitch, no problem there. I'm glad to see the guitar player on stage left doing the grit and growl vocals, and it's not track, it's actually him singing. So that's good. Now, overall, I'm okay with this. I'm doing all right with this. This is not a problem. I don't hear anything I don't like, and I don't see anything I don't like. So let's keep going here. Let's see how this goes. There's some stage interaction. Yay! So we got that check mark. See, she stops. She doesn't go into the bass player's box. Oh, we crossed around. Okay. Nice. Bring it down. Okay. Give the guitar players a chance to tune. Bass player's fixing his in-ears. They probably came out. Come on, crowd. Push to a double time feel. Nice. Come on, camera crew. Oh, now you show them. For that's it. More crowd interaction, good. One of my biggest pet peeves about production crews and camera crews, they don't know who to film when. When the guitar solo started out, they showed the guitar player over on stage left doing the guitar solo. Makes perfect sense, right? Absolutely it does. Then the guitar player over on stage right started to solo, and the guitar player over on stage left went back to playing the chords to fill out the sound. And the camera crew stayed on him.
Houston, we have a problem.
Wait a minute, the other guitar player is doing the guitar solo. So let me get this straight. When the guitar player on stage left is soloing, you zoom in on him and you focus on him. But the second the other guitar player starts to solo, you're gonna just stay on that first one?
Your thoughts?
What? Come on, production team. Get it together, seriously. It's not hard. You could hear the switch. I didn't even see the switch. I could hear the switch. The other guitar player took over. Get the camera on him. Crying out loud. Does that have anything to do with this? No, it doesn't. That has nothing to do with the band. It frustrates me to no end when you have camera crews and production crews who they don't have their act together, and it really irritates me. It can affect the performance from a visual standpoint because there are people in the back who aren't necessarily able to see the crowd, but they can see the video screens. And that's poor work, man. That's shoddy work on the production crew. Has no bearing on the song, has no bearing on the score. It won't affect the score at all. It irritates me. It really irritates me when you have production crews who are just absolutely inept. So anyway, let's finish this out. We'll get to the review. Excuse me. Back up. Better. There we go, more interaction. $53.39. See, I can hit the mark. I can. It was good. It was good. No, I don't want to show my hand too soon. Don't want to show my hand too soon. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Beyond the Black with Shine and Shade. This was a request from Frank Canini. Okay, let's just get to the score. There's not a lot to talk about, but there's a couple points I want to make. So let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 7.5. Yep, 7.5. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, 7.5. What does that mean? Well, a 7.5 would translate to a really good skill rating, so I think it was a really good performance overall. It would get a 4 out of 5 stars, and it would get a B+ letter grade. So there you go, 7.5, really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Haha, so glad you asked. Okay, across the board, I think everything was really good. Everything, okay? The songwriting, really good. Everything that they played made sense. Every progression, every melodic line, every chordal progression, everything made sense. Everything flowed well together, including the modulation in the chorus. I liked it. And I'll tell you the main reason why I liked it. It kept the song from getting stale. It kept the song from getting stagnant. It was interesting. It absolutely caught my attention, and it got me revested as a listener. So yeah, I had no issue with that at all. I dug it. I dug the song as a whole. As far as the individual performances goes, from a musicianship standpoint, drumming sounded really good. No issues there. Bass playing sounded really good. I could actually hear the bass in the mix. That was nice. In an outdoor setting, that doesn't always happen. The first thing to disappear in the mix in an outdoor setting is the bass. So whoever was mixing for an outdoor setting understands bass in an outdoor setting, and they mixed it properly. So I was really happy about that. Guitar playing sounded just fine. Got no issue with anything the guitar players did. Everything sounded good. Everything made sense. Guitar tone was nice and crunchy without being muddy. Vocally, both vocal sides sounded really nice. Her vocals, her clean melodic vocals sounded really nice. I'll get to more on her in a second. The guitar player over on stage left, doing the grit and growl vocals, very nice blend. I liked that as well. Good balance between the two. I would say about 70% melodic singing to 30% grit and growl, which I like. I like that. I like it when it's dominantly melodic singing with the grit and growl there as filler. I like that. I like that mix. Don't change a thing. Her singing along with track, it's not easy to do. Everybody, I know a lot of people have this misinterpretation that, singing along with track, that's cheating. No, it's not cheating. It's not cheating at all. She's still singing live. And as a matter of fact, her workload gets even harder because when she's singing along with track, her pitch needs to be spot on. And it absolutely was. If she sings flat or she sings sharp and she's singing along with track, it's going to sound pretty bad. It's going to sound out. And whose fault is it? Is it the track's fault? Singing sharp or flat? Yeah, I don't think so. Now, luckily, that never happened. I never heard the vocals get out. I never heard the vocals sound eh. I never heard anything that made me raise my eyebrows and go, what in the world was that? Nope. Vocals sounded fine all the way through, including singing along with the backing track. So I had no issue with it. It sounded fine, and she did a fine job singing in pitch, clearly with the backing track. Let's see, what else? No, that was it for her. Overall, to be honest with you, I would give the song on its own, just listen to the song, I would still get it up in the 7s, but I would put about a 7.2, 7.3, somewhere in there. So how do we come up to a 7.5? I have said this time and time again on the channel. A live performance can hurt your score or it can help your score. In this case, it helped. It absolutely helped. Let's go down the checklist. Let's see if they checked all the boxes. Stage presence, check. Yep, they absolutely had stage presence. They definitely made the presence known the second the video started. Stage energy, I'm gonna give it a check. there was some cheap energy in there with the pug going and stuff. Let's be honest, that's cheap energy. But eventually, I did see the guitar player over on stage right and the bass player switch places and switch back. So that was nice. I was glad to see that. And so we got to see some energy in there. We got to see some movement in there. So that was nice. Everybody was moving for the most part. You know, they had the guitar player over on stage left who pretty much stayed in his little 5x5 box. He never really moved from it. But, you know, that's okay. And being the backing vocalist, I guess sometimes you don't want to take the chance. But it'd be nice to see him a little bit more from there. But still getting the check. Stage interaction. Gonna be honest with you, folks, I was worried about this one because, like I said, for the first minute and a half, nobody left their little 5x5 box. And I'm like, oh no, we're not gonna have any stage interaction, are we? Luckily, I was wrong. I saw that the two guitar players come together. That was nice. I saw that. And then I saw the vocalist interact with the bass player. I saw that. That was nice. That stage interaction. Not a lot, but enough to check the box. So they get a check on that. Crowd interaction, definitely a check. That's the big one. So they definitely did a lot of stage crowd interaction, in particular the lead vocalist, which is good. That's her job. Her job is to engage the crowd along with singing the songs, obviously. But she's the most open and available to interact with the crowd. Being a front person, that is part of your job description. So yeah, I absolutely will give her the check mark on that. Showmanship, I'll give her the check. There were some moments, like in particular when we had the stage interaction where we had some pretty good showmanship. Lead vocalist, of course, leading the crowd, engaging with the crowd, being the main presence on stage. She definitely made her presence felt. So yeah, I'll give it the showmanship check, sure. Production, it's a festival, and it's outdoors, and it's during the daytime. I mean, they did have pyro. That was nice. So I'll give them the check. They had the pyro. So yeah, I'll give them that check too. So yeah, that's how we brought it up from, like I said, about a 7.2, 7.3, all the way up to a 7.5. But the live show in this case absolutely helped. So yeah, I feel good with that 7.5, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.5, which is a really good scale rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make a difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.